I'm running some more errands today, and I just have Maddie with me. Emmy's in school, which is usually what happens throughout the week. I run errands during the day when Emmy's in school, and then me and Maddie are just home by ourselves. That's why I usually don't vlog at home. I usually only vlog when I'm out and about, because I just feel like that's boring. But you know, then again, I do watch Benji and Judy's vlogs, and they're at home a lot of the times too. So I don't know, let me know in the comments down below if that is something that you guys would be interested in. Yeah, just like me vlogging while I'm doing stuff around the house, because I definitely can start doing that, because I am home quite a bit. Today I need to go up to SAC, which is where I graduated with my ADN from San Antonio College. I need to get a recommendation letter from my OB instructor. I have an interview for the labor and delivery department at a hospital here, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. So I need to pick up that reference letter. I need to go to Maddie's doctor to get a letter for her. Yeah, and actually a lot of you have been asking me what has happened to work. Well, okay, so here's the thing. I had Maddie October 1st, and I had access to 3 months maternity leave. So of course I utilized it. You guys know I was working. I was an admin at a union office. I worked with my mom. I had been there a little over 5 years, and so I had seniority to be able to take off the full 3 months maternity leave. So that's what I did. I was like, screw that, I want to be home with my baby, and so I took off the whole 3 months. Well, during the 3 month process, I had contemplated not going back, but not because I didn't want a job, but just because I didn't realize how hard it was going to be to put Maddie in daycare. When we got Emmy, she was already 1.5, and so it was a lot easier at her age to put her in daycare, because she was already walking and talking and on her way to potty training and stuff like that, and so it was a lot easier. I felt more comfortable with her being in daycare. Maddie's a baby, and not Emmy's daycare, her school in general, I love. Like, they're great with children. I absolutely love the way that they run things, the curriculum that they have, and so it's not that I would feel uncomfortable with them necessarily with Maddie in daycare. I just would feel uncomfortable in general of somebody else taking care of her. I'm still even very picky with who watches Emmy aside from her school. So yeah, I was very tossed up about putting her in daycare at 3 months, and so that was a huge concern and one reason why I was contemplating not going back to work. Well, turns out the company was reestablishing itself, and they ended up laying me off. So yeah, as of, I think I got my layoff letter around like the 17th or 18th of December, and I was scheduled to go back to work January 2nd. So that was a huge shock, because I was like, well, if I decide to leave, that's okay. But they actually ended up laying me off, which was, like I said, a really big shock, and I just was not prepared for that at all. So yeah, they laid me off as of the middle of December, but it was effective December 31st. So I actually was getting, the great thing about my maternity leave is I got my full pay the entire time I was out, so that was amazing. I also had my insurance and everything. Well, the problem with being laid off, I could get unemployment, but I went right into tax season. You guys know, if you've been following me for a while, that I prepare income taxes for H&R Block, and I have been. This is actually my 10th tax season. So that was kind of sucky, because I would have qualified for unemployment. However, because I went right into H&R Block, I don't qualify for unemployment. So it was kind of like we lost my income in just a matter of a few days, and so that was not good. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't really talked about work, or you know, you guys have been asking how I've been able to stay home with Maddie when I used to have a 9-to-5 type job. That's how. So now H&R Block, the good thing about it is I do get paid well enough to supplement what I lost, which is great. And I'm grateful, so grateful that I actually have this job. But now it's time to get a move on my nursing career, which I have kind of been putting on the back burner. For one, because I had Maddie, and for two, because I'm currently enrolled in the Texas Tech Health Science Center in Lubbock for my BSN, which a lot of you guys have been asking about as well, if I was going to further my education, if I had like what was going to happen with my nursing career and stuff now. That's what's going on. So I'll be done with my BSN in March, the end of March, which is great because it only took me about 7 months to get it, which is amazing because I went straight into it because I knew I'd be having Maddie and it would be a difficult time for me to get a nursing job just in general. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happening now. I have been on several interviews. They're not really interviews, but I went to a meet and greet and have submitted a ton of applications. So right now I'm just kind of in the process of waiting to see if I can get a nursing job. And luckily it's great because I do have H&R, which is super flexible because I've been there for so long. I can work pretty much whenever I want to work and watch Maddie or work around Andres' schedule so that he can be home to watch Maddie and you know, stuff like that. So I'm very grateful, and I'm grateful that Emmy is in school because if I had to worry about her as well, that would be very difficult. It's bad enough having to worry about where Maddie's gonna go. I'm so grateful that Emmy has school and it allows her to learn and be with somebody that can watch her essentially. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. This is going to be, I'm sure, just a car talking vlog because I wanted to update you guys because so many of you were curious as to what's going on. So for the time being, the good thing about nursing is that if I do get a full-time position, it's only 3 days a week. That's just how nurses work because they work 12-hour shifts. So that's really great because Andres and I can kind of work around each other's schedule, and I can keep Maddie at home for as long as I can. I really would like to keep her out of daycare or preschool, stuff like that, until about a year, just because she'll be walking by then, and God bless you, baby, and she'll be walking by then, and she always does that. She sneezes once or twice, and the second or third sneeze is always like a like she missed the sneeze or something. But anyway, I would like to keep her out of daycare until she's about 1, just because it would be easier and less costly. Of course, Emmy's daycare is ridiculous, and she's 4. So between the two of them, we would be paying about $1,200, $1,300 a month in daycare and school, and that's just ridiculous to me. It's nuts how much they charge for childcare. I mean, you might as well like barely even have a job. Seriously, that's like another mortgage payment. So if we can keep her out of it, I am grateful for that. Emmy, because of her age, she needs to learn. She needs to be at school. It wouldn't benefit her to be at home. She needs to continue to interact with other children, especially because she's been struggling kind of with having Maddie in the family. And also having my nephew Anderson. Anderson and Maddie are really close in age. They're only 9 days apart. So Emmy was used to being the only child for the longest time, for 3 years. And then all of a sudden, boom, she's got a little sister and a cousin that she's not used to. So she has been struggling quite a bit with that. She loves Maddie, she loves Anderson, but she definitely is yearning for extra attention, and a lot of times it's negative attention, and you know, she's doing things that she never used to do before, like getting in trouble and having more timeouts than usual at school and stuff like that. So we're working on her. We talked to the pediatrician, and she said, you know, give her extra attention, love, make sure she has her own separate attention, make sure she gets to interact with Maddie, which she does. She's always around Maddie. I always let her do things for her. She helps me change her diaper and feed her, and so we're trying really hard to adjust, all of us, and I just feel like it's good for her to get out of the house and not be surrounded by Maddie 24/7. So there's no way I'd want to pull her out of school. But Maddie, I mean, she's a baby, so all they're going to be doing is feeding and changing her just like we do at home. So there's no sense in paying $800 a month for nothing. So yeah, that's that. I don't think there was anything else that I needed to update you guys on. If you have any additional questions, leave them in the comments down below. I have definitely gotten better at Google+. I don't understand like the whole Google Hangout and stuff like that, but I have been able to write comments back to you guys, which I'm grateful for, because that's the only reason why I wanted to integrate with Google, is so that I could actually interact with you guys again, because it made me so sad to see comments like, oh my god, do you not reply to people anymore? And I'm like, I'm trying. Like, I love replying to you guys and interacting with you on more than just posting videos and talking to you. I enjoy thoroughly writing back comments and answering questions and stuff like that. So I think this pretty much wrapped up what all the questions were for the most part on all of my videos, because I know a bunch of you, like I said, were curious about my job and stuff like that. So I'll update you guys again and let you know if I do end up getting a nursing job. I'm hoping I can get something, because otherwise after tax season I will be jobless, and that has never happened in my entire life. I have never been without a job, and so that's pretty scary. As much as I would love to be a stay-at-home mom, and I would absolutely love that. I would love to take care of my girls and teach them the things that they need to do. I just don't know that I have the energy to do that every day. And Maddie's fine right now because she's a baby. She just requires food and playtime and diaper changing. But if I had to teach like Emmy's age all day long, I just don't think I could do it. I love children, I love them, but I am not a teacher. I'm a nurse for a reason, because I just don't think I have the patience and energy for that. So we'll see. I've never pictured myself being a stay-at-home mom. It's just not something that I thought I could do. But now that I have Maddie as well as Emmy, it's hard for me to go to work every day. Like, I miss them so much, and especially Maddie being so little and going through firsts. Like, I remember when Emmy was little, and even not this small, like at a year and a half, I would be at work and I would miss her doing stuff. Like, I missed the first time that she sung her ABCs. I missed the first time that she started to count in Spanish. Like, I didn't even know she could do that. And then I came home one day and Andres was like, yeah, the school said she's learning how to count in Spanish. And he's like, show Pretty that you can count in Spanish. And I'm like, oh my god, I missed everything. And so it does make me sad that if I do go back to work full time, I will miss all of Maddie's firsts. And the thing is what sucks about Emmy being 1.5 when we got her is that I missed all her firsts already. I missed the first time she walked. I missed the first time she said a word. I missed the first a lot with her. And so it's going to make me really sad if I miss the firsts with Maddie as well. So it breaks my heart, but I need work. Like, I need my mommy time to be sane. So I will definitely let you guys know if I get a nursing job and what department, stuff like that, because I know you're super curious. And yeah, I think that's about it. I'm almost to school right now, so I'm gonna pick up that stuff, do some more running around, and if I feel like saying anything, I'll come back. But if I don't, I guess this will be the end of it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's just a car talking vlog, but I just needed to update you guys, and it was the best time to do it since I was going to be in the car anyway. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave questions and comments down below if you're curious about anything, or if you just want to leave a nice comment. I appreciate that too. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.